After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Virtual Mission, Virtuous Mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual, right? So what exactly is this wonderful mission? Sokolov, isn't he that famous rocket scientist? The Earth was blue, but there was no God. From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why'd he want to defect? Afraid. And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence? The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what? The Cuban Missile Crisis. You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey? So what did the Russians really want? You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov? What the hell was he working on? About Sokolov? So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets? Same technology. Something to do with the weapon, I assume. Is Sokolov still in the facility? The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission. Why?
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory. Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent? Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks. Home in time for dinner. Snake? What do you mean? In survival training? I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but what about you, Major? What should I call you? Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too. Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself? Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down. No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch. Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack. My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun. I have to find my own weapons and equipment. Whose crazy idea was this anyway? Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh? How generous of you. Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life? You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission? I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right? I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements. A real one-man army. Who? She. Paramedic. Aren't you going to tell me your real name? My name, huh? It's John Doe. A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name? Very funny. So saving lets me record my mission data. Good to know. The boss is? Boss? It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours. You can tell just by the sound of my voice. Really? Well, I don't know anything about you. Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden? But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me. Techniques, sure, but what about how to think like a soldier? Is that why you abandoned me? I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics, being patriotic. I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary. I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge. Then who does? And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think. All right, but do me a favor. Call me Snake. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss. It's good to hear your voice again. CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty. Where are you, boss? Next to the Major? Gotcha. Commencing Virtuous Mission. Now, Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers, AK-47s, and grenades. Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside. Northeast section. Got it. Right. You mean there's more? And that is that all? Understood. Beginning my approach to the target. You must be Sokolov. No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain. Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago. I have a message from him. He said to tell you sorry for being so late. What does it mean? Who's they? Thunderbolt? Never heard of him. President Kennedy's assassination. Then, the soldiers outside leave it to me from my mentor. Having second thoughts, Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries. Roger. I managed to get past them. What about the boss? What happened? Sokolov, take cover. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique. But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good. Major, do you read me? I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan, part of an internal Soviet power struggle according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU, between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's. I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks. Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him. You okay, Spetsnaz? Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for. That's what they were making you build. It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain. A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished? Phase 2. The end of the Cold War. A world war. Got it. Let's go. Boss? What are you doing here? Boss, what is this? This can't be happening. What are you talking about? Yeah. Just barely. Major. The boss. She's defected. Yeah. Shagohod. Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions. More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection. Does that mean they're after you too? Does this mean Fox is going to die? What are you talking about? Yeah, what kind of chance? They decided when they're going to execute us? And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence? Are the Russians going to be helping us? That's it? Insiders? You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union? This is Snake. Do you read me? I got blown pretty far off target. Eliminate the boss. Because I'll be taking on the boss and her Cobra unit, right? I'm not a hired killer. Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the colonel and his faction? And what are the CIA's demands? Roger that, Major Tom. What now? What do you mean? The wrong one? Oh, must have missed that one. I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck. But, yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you? All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one. Is this her last chance too? Mr. Sigint. Got it. The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week. How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him? Lalilulelo. Gotcha. I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition. Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater. Boss, what are you doing here? Boss! Why'd you defect? This is Snake. Major Zero. I was ambushed by the boss. The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames. Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere. I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it. That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well. Enemy. We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy? Cut the engine. They'll hear us. Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man. All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped. This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam? It's Snake. What happened to Adam? And you were. Why? I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA. Mauser military. The broom handle. You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive. It's imitation, isn't it? 45, huh? Incredible. The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced. And the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this? What's that? A disguise? Sokolov's still safe then. Where? Can we get Sokolov out of there? Tell me how to get to the lab. Got it. In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going. What now? I'll be fine. What about you? That's it. I don't know you well enough to trust you. I don't know if I can trust anybody. Yeah, okay. We're surrounded. I see 4 of them. Okay, I'll keep them busy. I see you've got yourself a single-action army. You call that an accident? Well, it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off. It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever, unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me. 6 shots. That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people. Don't! He's still young. Eva, did you make it without any trouble? So you're back with Vulcan. What about the boss? Better be careful. Why would anyone want to defect? Betraying your country like that, I just don't get it. Why do you do it? Weren't you born and raised in America? What did you see? What was it that made you want to change sides? Try me. The universe? That sounds like what the boss was saying. Where's the truth then? Are you lying too? No. I believe because I have to. Even if it is a lie. That's part of my mission. And who are you? You're crocked, aren't you? Him. A bipedal tank. Metal. Gear. What? About Sokolov. Nice shoes. And where is Sokolov? What the hell are you talking about? I'm sure it is. I'll take my chances. What? Help me. What compliment? Yeah. Why are you helping me? Eva, where are you? Is he all right? Good. That means they haven't killed him. Eva, you can't let Sokolov out of your sight. Granin told me that I should be able to get there from the mountains to the north, through an underground tunnel. Yeah, he even gave me the key to the warehouse, because he was drunk, I guess. Hell if I know. What problem? A key? What about the key Granin gave me? The top of the mountains. Got it. Now what? Yeah, I've seen him before. That ridiculously old guy, right? Is he alone? No spotter? You can't be serious. The forest? Yeah. I'd hate to have it be the end for me. Eva, I found that sniper you were talking about. I've got experience sniping in urban and marine environments. Never. Sounds like this may take a while. So, whoever moves first loses. This guy's over 100 years old, though, so I should have the advantage in terms of stamina. Why's that? What is he, some kind of monster? So in other words, he knows it inside out. Don't worry. I intend to. You look like you could use some rest. Where'd you get those cuts? He found out? No. I'm the same way. Scars all over. No. Where'd you get this one? I don't think so. It's older than that. Code breaking is a desk job. Where'd you get this kind of scar? Khrushchev? What is it? Do you know where exactly in Groznygrad Sokolov is located? The west wing of the weapons lab. Got it. Not again. Colonel class. How do I do that? Oh, right. But how am I supposed to escape once I get Sokolov out of there? Command said you're supposed to have something ready for me. A wig. A ground effect vehicle. I can't fly one of those. Taking off from a lake is trickier than it looks. It's not like riding a motorcycle. You've got to be more delicate. Right. You handle the escape then. I'll head for Groznygrad. What? She was like a mother. And my master. It went deeper than that. Half of me belongs to the boss. No, nothing like that. Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate? For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand. I've never been interested in other people's lives. She was different. I should be asking you the same question. What about you? Are you going to be okay? I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here. Too late. Don't tell me. The Shagohods. Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2? But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it? Accelerating it. That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour. So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket. 6,000 miles. That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States. A weapon from hell. And deploy them all over the Soviet Union. No, it's not too late. We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it. Just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place. C3? You mean that cutting-edge plastic explosive? Where can I get it? Eva? I thought she was your lover. Who are they? Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here? A few days before the Virtuous Mission then. What did you just give her? I will, but first I've got to get you to safety. My mission is to rescue you. Sokolov! What about the US? You're Eva. You must be pretty lonely. What's your kid's name? Johnny. Nice ring to it. A whole clan of Johnnies. Yeah, I hear ya. Must be rough. Don't suppose you could let me out of here? Yeah, I'm out. Eva. Yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right? Let me guess. There's a problem. What is it this time? He did, huh? I figured as much. Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress, I can't? You've got to be kidding me. Is sealed off too. Down here? But isn't the exit sealed off? Are you one of the Cobras? What the hell happened to me? Other side. So that really was. Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow? What kind of man was he? A medium? What about him and the boss? What was the story between them? Knew what? Died 2 years ago? The boss. And then what? So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss. Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet. Roger that. Eva? Yeah. I took a pretty freaky detour. Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back. I jumped into the river. Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned. What do you mean that's perfect? Where is it? The waterfall, huh? The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it. Eva, you could use a towel. Want some? Don't like snakes? Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB? A regular Matahari. Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country? Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh? What do you want to eat? Sushi? Raw fish? Just the place for my survival techniques. Don't worry about it. It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun. When did it get like that? You know, I've been trained to do this kind of thing myself. Okay. Yeah, but it gets the job done. Like this? You're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Is that how they do it in the KGB? But how'd you know there was a transmitter lodged there? That's some female intuition you've got. Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress? Is that right? Tell me about it. So I should blow up the tanks. All 4 of them? So the hangar's completely deserted. So what do I do after I set the C3? How long do I have? I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov? By Khrushchev? Yeah. The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you? Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happened. And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are. I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all. You seem like you were born on one of those. What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name. Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you. Huh? What did you do that for? You're gonna get wet again. Yeah. The Shagohod's in here. Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe? Agreed. The boss. Yes, sir. Just like TNT. Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else. I'll keep that in mind. All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer. Eva, I just finished planting the 2nd charge. Give me a little more time. Gotcha this time. Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now. Yeah, she can handle it. What is the philosopher's legacy? Step on it! Eva. How did you? The boss? But why? We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do. Waiting for me. Yeah. Not good. The RPG can't put a dent in that armor. The bridge. I thought you rigged it with C3. Blow him up along with it. Good plan. Step on it. If he catches up to us, we're done for. It's over. Eva, you take care of the driving. Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though. Leave the fighting to me. Eva. Let's do it. Here goes. No. What? You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane? Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over. Looks like they finally gave up. Damn it. Tank shot up. Crap. Eva! Pretty bad. Eva, I'm fine. We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go. Eva! No, we're getting out of here. I can't believe this. I never thought I'd see you act this weak. Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together. Eva! I need you. I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself. Paramedic, thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt. Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but calm down. Right. Okay. I'm running kind of short. Yeah. I know what I have to do. Like this. Can you walk? Here. It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap. We made it. Right, boss. Why are you doing this? Boss? A patriot? Why are you giving me this? Yeah. Ocelot! Eva! Yeah, all right. Snake. John. Yeah, we sure did. We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed. You were great, Eva. Thanks. The MiG's disengaged. Was this his way of helping us? To meet me? So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB? Did you ever think about coming back to America? But you saved this country, and I still owe you a dinner.